Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's video is dedicated to Mike Spark and mildly nuclear. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Phoenix Point, Backer Build 5. As we return you to the apocalypse, already in progress. As usual, I should remind you this is just an alpha. The game is very playable right now, but it's not properly balanced or optimized just yet, and there's still a fair amount of content that won't be implemented until the full release. That said, the developers have just released a new official update over on the main website, indicating at least some of the elements of Backer Build 5 that they're hoping to improve. At any rate, when we left off last time, we were headed south, towards Antarctica. We've discovered yet another anchor point, but we'll have to run one more scan before we can do any proper exploring. Uh-oh. Well, it looks like we've got a Disciple Haven under attack, all the way on the other side of the geoscape. They're well beyond our travel range, so there's not much we can do to help them. We'll just have to stay on task for now. Another military base. Not bad. Alright, what I'd like to do is start carefully exploring further north. We'll have to keep an eye out for any additional attacks, though. Shoot, I was hoping they'd survive. Oh well. Strange dreams. A member of the Phoenix base has reported having repeating lucid nightmares. The subject describes being swallowed by a black hole and experiencing part of their body torn off and replaced by Pandoran limbs. A medical diagnostic has failed to locate any specific problems, leading to the conclusion that the issue is likely psychological. The patient has been given benzodiazepines and scheduled to rest. Their behavior will be monitored for the next 72 hours. And that would be the first of our oniric events. It's no coincidence that triggered right after we lost that haven. Of course, we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg for now. It only gets worse from here. The reshaping of animals. The Manticore 1 has encountered what at first appears to be an Anu religious procession, but is in fact a scientific expedition. We have come to seek understanding of the divine principles that guide the reshaping of animals, the Anagnostes leading the expedition tells our operatives. To understand why claw replaces hand, why eye becomes stalk. It is only one step in a long road, of course. But how else will we reach enlightenment? Well, that's pretty convenient. Of course, we'll help their expedition. The Anagnostes is grateful for our assistance. The Exalted has taught us that we cannot achieve anything that truly matters without cooperation, he says. We need each other to survive, and all our understanding is built on the accomplishments of others. There is no other path to enlightenment. Therefore, let us share in this knowledge together. Okay, so we gained 4 rep with the Disciples, but we lost 4 points with New Jericho. But we also gained a small amount of research, so we'll call that a win. Still need 6 points. I thought we were closer than that. Another Synedrion haven. Antediluvian proto-civilization 2. We now have access to more information about the antediluvian proto-civilization hypothesis. If what we have learned is correct, the implications are enormous. Dr. Randolph Symes III believed civilization on our planet arose more than 2 million years ago. This first global empire was created by a race of hominids that preceded Homo sapiens, matching a significant level of technological development before being destroyed by an unknown force. A few hominids survived after the fall of their civilization, intermingling with Homo sapiens and passing along elements of their language and history, which form the basis of the flood myths that are so common in cultures around the world. Could an early version of the Pandora virus have destroyed the antediluvians? And if so, how did the rest of the planet survive? We must find out more. Sounds like more direct references to the official fiction. In this case, Tomb of the Phoenix and The Deaths of Civilization, a series of in-universe reports written by the senior Dr. Symes. Alright, let's get some new research queued up. Pandoran colonies. The underground breeding sites of the Pandorans must form a crucial part of their biology and should be investigated as soon as possible. Oh, nice. That'll also unlock security stations for our bases. Hatching Sentinel. Specimen Hatching Sentinel. This appears to be the key structure supporting Pandoran nest colonies. Marching on. Message from Citizen Athena to Public. So, New Jericho continues to expand its military capabilities, this time with a new class of soldier, the Technician. Robotic arms, cranial input hubs. It all sounds very impressive, and we are not exactly opposed to this development. But we do wonder, when is New Jericho going to invest in anything other than war? Yes, we need to achieve some kind of peace, and we in Synedrion aren't unwilling to fight. But winning is more than just building the biggest army. To win, we need a functional infrastructure. We need people who can plan. We need a system that works. And there's Synedrion, poking the bear again. I'm sure that'll end well. Okay, so things aren't too bad just yet, but again, things only get worse from here. Another military base. Oh, with even more materials this time. In fact, that's actually enough for us to get started on our second Manticore. Let's see if we can give ourselves some extra wiggle room by breaking down some of our spare equipment. Wow, those stun rods are actually pretty valuable. Oh no. We'll just stick with the stun rods then. Those things are worth way more than the guns. Okay, so this is actually going to take about 3 weeks to complete, though we can speed it up a little if we can build some extra fabrication plants in our bases. I guess that's the next thing we're saving up for. Alright, moving on. Oh, okay, it's showtime. Fort Galt's under attack, so let's get over there. Pandoran colonies. Pandoran colonies are underground tunnel-like structures made of Pandoravirus-produced biomass. Following the ecological transformation of the sea, they appear to be the next step towards the total conquest of the Earth's ecosystems. Each colony produces its own specific mutations, which is why we see certain mutations predominant in different regions. The creatures appear to remain in their habitat at most times, leaving only to attack human targets. Based on colony growth patterns, we suspect that there are multiple levels of development. The initial level has been classified as the Pandoran Nest. Pandoran colony construction appears to increase the ODI, perhaps acting as transmitters of some kind. Eliminating them would decrease the effect. Oh, and that unlocks the Pandoran Capture and Containment project. Pandoran Capture and Containment. We are close to being able to create technology capable of capturing and containing live Pandoran subjects. Achieving this goal would allow research on living Pandorans, further enhancing our understanding of them. Well, we've still got a long way to go, but that's a huge step in the right direction. Hatching Sentinel. Key findings. Function. This remarkable structure is a living DNA laboratory, constantly mutating new variants of Pandoran creature. It produces egg-like structures, which are gestated in Pandoran nests. Offensive mutations. No offensive capability has been detected. Defensive mutations. The hatching sentinel can detect intruders and then induce all eggs within a wide area to hatch immediately. Countermeasures. On detection, destroy the organism as soon as possible in order to prevent its mass hatching mechanism taking effect. Wow, we're making more progress than I thought we would. Medium threat. Alright, let's make sure we're ready for it. Yeah, I think we're ready. Now let's see here. Oh, very nice. Looks like we're in another New Jericho residential district, though obviously one that's very different from what we saw last time. Lots of little nooks and crannies for the invaders to hide in. Let's get to the high ground, get a better idea of what we're dealing with here. Looks like there's no easy way up onto the roof. Guess we'll have to take the long way.
I'm going. Awaiting instructions.
Yeah, looks like we've got a central staircase right in the middle of the building. No external ladders on this one. Okay, let's split our squad. We'll have 3 cover the street and 3 go in the building.
Let's go. Holding position.
Running.
Light brawler, nothing to worry about there. Heavy grenadier, slightly more problematic. I guess we... Oh, okay. That is our first Siren. Make that 2. Oof. Yeah, we're going to have to be a lot more careful here. Those Sirens are a lot tougher than your average crabman. They're stronger, faster, they can buff their allies and debuff yours, and if they get close enough, they can actually mind control your units, if they have the right mutations.
Engaging.
We'll just hang back and play this one defensively.
Awaiting instructions. Time for the push. Success. I'll keep my eyes open. Aiming. Requesting more enemies. I'm here.
Okay, this thing's got the Frenzy head mutation, which I think means it can't mind control us. It's also got injector arms, which means it can infect us with the Pandora virus, but only if it's close enough.
Double time.
Wow, empty. That is disappointing.
That was a warning shot.
Sure, Carlos. Sure.
What's the plan?
Okay, we've got a side entrance and a bunch of civilians, so let's get Yolks on the roof, and we'll have Bunny and Fox lock down the lobby. Can't get all the way up to the roof, but we can get a peek out those windows. All right, here we go. Huh. Interesting. Okay, we've got the Siren hugging the side of the building here. That thing is tough, but I think we can take it out in a single turn. Let's just clear the cannon fodder first.
More than good enough.
We've got line of sight on the other Siren too, but let's stay focused here. Don't want to get too close. Ooh, yeah, that thing's pretty heavily armored all over. Let's get Chris up to the rooftop. He'll have a much better line of sight from there. Alright, I think it's time for a risky play here. I'm pretty sure that Bunny and Fox can finish this thing off, but I guess we'll find out.
Double time!
That's a good start. Let's hope that Fox can finish the job.
Got it!
Aiming. Success.
Should have gone for the torso on both shots. Well, we do still have Carlos. Let's see what he can do from up here.
Open fire.
Nice. Crisis temporarily averted. Interesting. Alright, we've got a Siren hiding in the tower there, so let's not get too close. We've also got a bunch of reinforcements showing up, but we'll have Yokes start picking them off.
Let's have a look. Problem solved.
It's really tempting to go after that thing, but that's about the worst thing we could possibly do. Sirens are most dangerous in close quarters. We'll just do the pragmatic thing and fall back. We can probably bait this thing out into the open.
On the move.
Gotta keep those reinforcements in mind, too. He's a little too close for comfort.
Let's do this! Got you covered.
Wow, a rare miss from Mark.
That was a warning shot.
Well, okay then. I guess I could have set that Overwatch cone a little more carefully. I also can't help but notice that the Siren is still hiding.
Inside.
Shoot, forgot to use quick shot.
Just give the word. What do you need?
Alright, still don't want to get too close to that Siren, so we'll keep hanging back for now. We'll just pick off the stragglers.
Holding position.
Still alive.
Let's hope Carlos is safe up here. There we go.
Bam!
Uh-oh. Okay, so this one can actually mind control. We just lost Mark, so we need to finish this quick.
Reloading.
No mind control parts. I guess it's just an innate ability. Well, let's kill it and hope for the best.
Open fire. Sure thing.
We need to take cover from Mark. If we kill this thing and it doesn't immediately end the fight, then he is going to start firing on us.
Maximum effort.
Whew, okay. Thank goodness. Looks like we're okay. The worst thing you can end up facing in this game is an enemy sniper. That's pretty much guaranteed maiming or death on every shot. Oh, nice. Looks like that got us a huge boost to our reputation with New Jericho. Plus a pretty solid reward, too. And a few of their leftovers, as usual. Though those pants might actually come in handy. Welcome to the team. Message from Abon Gomeli Smith, New Jericho, to Phoenix Project. Good to be working with you. If we're going to save the world, we'll need all the help we can get. At this stage, we've granted you low-level access to our network and set up a liaison office to work with your people. But as I'm sure you can understand, we need to take things slow at first. Your organization has a reputation, and there are people amongst our faction who remember the Phoenix Project from before. We need to convince them that you're willing to compromise and accept our agenda. At the moment, we're setting up a mission to recapture an old satellite control base. What for? Well, there's a saying in New Jericho, Tobias West always has a plan, and he has a plan for the equipment and the data we can get from that base. You'll find out more when the time is right. So, are you up for it? We'd really appreciate your help. Well, alright. I really wasn't expecting to, get this far along with New Jericho today. Though, it looks like our luck is just run out, because that mission site is clear on the other side of the planet. Yeah, looks like we're going to have to push into North America, then hop across to Europe, and push into China to actually get that job done. And unfortunately, our reputation with New Jericho is capped until we do. Looks like we've also got our first Pandoran lair on the map. And it's cranking out sirens, which means it's too dangerous to ignore. The nests actually aren't that bad. They mostly crank out low-threat units that are an easy source of reputation with nearby factions. In this case, though, I think we need to prioritize burning down that lair, especially if we want to branch out to North America and start pushing towards that mission site in Asia. Anyway, I think we're at a pretty good stopping point for now. We'll hit the pause button, but we'll pick up here next time as we take on our first Pandoran lair. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Phoenix Point, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official YouTube channel, the official Discord server, the official Facebook page, the official Twitter feed, the development roadmap, or the original crowdfunding campaign over on Fig. You can also get your hands on a copy of Backer Build 5 for yourself by pre-ordering the game over on the official Snapshot Games web store. As always, links are in the description.